Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm here for another CD collection video, and it's going to be for my pop CDs. Some of these are pop and pop rock. So other than that, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Alright, up first is Avril Lavigne's debut album, Let Go. Easily one of my favorite albums from her, because she only has like 6 albums as of now. I only have 4 of those, but yeah, this album is her debut album, Let Go. One of my favorites of her, not my favorite of her, but one of my favorites by her. But yeah, this album has a mixture of pop songs, pop punk songs, and pop rock, so yeah, this album is considered a pop album though. So yeah, it's a really good album. I shouldn't have to list off any of the songs because you other Avril fans already know the songs on this album. It's just an amazing album. So yeah, up first was Let Go by Avril Lavigne. Amazing singer for sure. Love her music. Okay, up next is Avril Lavigne's album Goodbye Lullaby. And yes, I do have Under My Skin and The Best Damn Thing, but those albums are more like rock and pop punk. So yeah, but those two are still great albums. But yeah, this one here is more of a pop album with pop punk songs. So it's a mixture of pop and pop punk on this album, Goodbye Lullaby by Avril Lavigne. It's a good album though, for sure. So yeah. Second album I showed off was Goodbye Lullaby by Avril Lavigne. Amazing album for sure. Okay. Up next is Expectations by BB Rexa, and she's actually one of my favorite female singers of the late 2010s era. She's a really good singer. But yeah, some of my favorites on this album though would be I'm a Mess. Of course, Meant to Be with Florida Georgia Line. That's a great song. I just wish people would quit calling it a country song because it's not country. It's a full out pop song, but it's still a great song though for sure. What was another song on here? Like I Think I Got You was one. I haven't heard this album in a while, guys, so bear with me. But yeah, the opening track Ferrari was also pretty good. So yeah, Expectations by BB Rexa was the third album that I showed you guys within this video. Okay, now the next two are by the same singer. So this one is Femi Fatale by Britney Spears. It's like a digipack version, if you want to call it that, because it has the little slide thing, and the CD's basically in this thing here. So yeah, it's her 2011 album, and no, it's not one of her best, but it's still a good album. Some of my favorites on here though would be Till the World Ends, Hold It Against Me, I Wanna Go, and Criminal. But yeah, like I said, it isn't one of Britney's best albums, but it's still a good album for what it is. So yeah, the fourth album I showed was Britney Spears' Femi Fatale. Great album. Up next is another Britney Spears album I have, and it's her album Glory, but it's the deluxe edition because I got it at Walmart. I think it's like $13 or something. It's been a couple years or so since I got this. But the difference between this album and Femi Fatale, I prefer Femi Fatale any day because this is actually one of her worst albums, if I'm being honest. I mean, it does have some good songs like Make Me Easy featuring G-Eazy and the song Slumber Party. Those are my two favorites. I know they were the singles, but those are just two of my jams anytime I listen to her music. But yeah, fifth album I believe within this collection is the album Glory, deluxe edition by Britney Spears. Okay, up next is Lotus Deluxe Edition by Christina Aguilera, and I did actually have the standard edition of this album at one point, but I don't know what happened to it. But one time I went to the CD store or the record store that I usually go to when I can, and they had this there, so I'm like, okay, I I'll go ahead and get it, and I've had it a while. So yeah, favorites though on here though would be Just a Fool with Blake Shelton, just a beautiful country pop ballad, amazing song for sure, and probably my favorite on the album without a doubt. Great song. I even like one of the few bonus songs called Light Up the Sky. That was a great song. Your Body is really good, and Let There Be Love. Army of Me was really good too. So yeah, this album, Lotus Deluxe by Christina Aguilera, and it was the 6th album I showed you guys. Okay. Up next is The Duchess by Fergie, her debut solo album, and her best solo album, without a doubt. Because Double Duchess, I heard a few songs from that, and I just couldn't get into it because it sucks. But as far as this album goes, this album is great. And like I said, definitely her best solo album out of the 2 solo albums that she does have. But yeah, my favorites on here though would be Fergalicious, Clumsy, London Bridge, Pedestal, Glamorous, Here I Come, Big Girls Don't Cry, and Losing My Ground. But yeah, this album is great though, and easily one of my favorite childhood albums, because this album brings back a lot of great memories to me in those songs, like Fergalicious and Glamorous in those songs. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite albums growing up for sure, and it was The Duchess by Fergie, which was the 7th album I showed you guys within this video. I'm just trying to keep track, guys, if you guys don't mind me saying a number after I show them. Alright, so the next 2 are going to be by the same singer, and up first is Love Angel Music Baby by Gwen Stefani, her debut solo album. This isn't my favorite solo album by Gwen, but it's still a good album. The singles were really good on this album, like What You Waiting For, Rich Girl featuring Eve, Holla Back Girl was good. Cool is a really amazing song, and Luxurious was really good. But yeah, some of the other songs outside the singles I didn't really care for much, but it's still not a bad album, because there is stuff out there worse than that. But yeah, this is still a good album, and it was the 8th album I showed in the video, Gwen Stefani and her debut solo album, Love Angel Music Baby. Great album, but not my favorite by her though. Alright, 9th album within the video is going to be her 2nd studio album, and it's The Sweet Escape, and this is my favorite solo album by Gwen Stefani for sure. Another album that brings back some good childhood memories to me back in the 2000s era, because this is her 2006 album. But yeah, favorites on here though would be Wind It Up, The Sweet Escape featuring Akon, Early Winter, 4 in the Morning, just about tears me up every time I listen to it, because just listen to it and you guys will see what I'm talking about. It's basically a breakup song, but it's got so much emotion into it. Such a great song though for sure. Yummy featuring Pharrell was okay. Orange County Girl was pretty good. So yeah, the 9th album that I showed within this video, The Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani. Great album, and definitely my favorite out of her solo stuff for sure. Alright, so let me go ahead and put those down there. Sorry guys, had to bend down a little bit to put those down and to grab this next stack here. Okay, next is Sweet Kisses by Jessica Simpson. And now, I'm not the biggest fan of Jessica Simpson, but when it comes to her music, but she does have some good songs. But yeah, I don't really remember any of my favorites on this album, but a couple of songs I did like though were the songs I Think I'm in Love with You. The title track was pretty good, and like I said, I can't remember everything about this album because it's been a while since I listened to it, but yeah. 10th album I believe I showed within the video is Sweet Kisses by Jessica Simpson, and it's her debut album. So yeah. Alright. Up next is an album that is from my childhood. Once again, just a fantastic album. I like just about everything on the album besides basically one song. Now, the one song I didn't like, the one song that I don't like, actually used to like, but it kind of gets annoying after a while. But yeah, this album is Future 6 Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake. Just a fantastic album. My favorite out of all of his solo albums, for sure. Brings back a lot of great memories to me and my childhood. So yeah, favorites though would be Sexy Back, My Love, Love Stoned, What Goes Around, Comes Around, Chop Me Up, Summer Love, and Until the End of Time. Another song, All Over Again, was pretty good though. But yeah, Damn Girl with Will I Am. I just don't really like that song anymore. I used to, but I just don't like it no more. It's not a bad song though, I just don't really like it much anymore because it does get annoying after a while. But yeah, this album is Future 6 Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake. Great album. If you're a pop fan, check it out. Great stuff. That was the 11th album I showed in the video, I believe. I'm just trying to keep track, guys. Alright, up next is Prism by Katy Perry, her 2013 album. Now, it's near the bottom for me when it comes to Katy Perry albums, but still a pretty damn good album. But yeah, though, if I had to list off some favorites, I'm sorry guys, I'm tilting it this way because the track listing is kind of in a triangular way, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, favorites though would be Roar, Birthday, Unconditionally, Walking on Air, Dark Horse, that's a jam, of course, great song. International Smile was great. And By the Grace of God, like I said, not one of my favorite Katy Perry albums, but it's still pretty good. My favorite would be Teenage Dream. I used to have that album of her, but I don't know what happened to it. I need to get it again, though, eventually. But yeah, the 12th album, Prism, by Katy Perry. 12th album, within the video. Pretty good, though. Not one of my favorites by her, but I still do like it for what it is. Alright, the next three can be considered pop rock, but I still want to show them in the video. So yeah, this album is Thankful by Kelly Clarkson. Not one of my favorite albums by her, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, a song I really like though from it is Miss Independent. I really don't know anything else about the other songs. I need to give this album a full listen again so I can have a better experience of it. But yeah, this album is Thankful by Kelly Clarkson, and now I'm going to quit keeping track of the albums out loud because it's getting kind of annoying. So yeah, this album, Thankful by Kelly Clarkson. I believe that was her debut album as well. Okay, up next is Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. This is actually one of my favorite albums by her. If not my favorite by her, but that's hard to decide because she's a really great singer, especially her older stuff. But yeah, my favorites on this album though would be Breakaway, Since You've Been Gone, Behind These Hazel Eyes, Because of You, Walk Away. Beautiful Disaster Live is really good. It's like a live version of Beautiful Disaster. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out the original album. Okay, the original album for Beautiful Disaster is actually this album, Thankful. I was trying to think of which album Beautiful Disaster was originally on, but yeah. Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. Definitely one of her best albums for sure. Okay. And last for Kelly Clarkson for now is going to be her album Stronger. Really good album for sure. Probably the best out of her 2010s material. Yeah, favorites on here though would be Mr. Know-It-All, What Doesn't Kill You, Stronger, Dark Side. Basically the singles, because I don't remember the rest of it, but I'd say it's a good album though still, because I do have it, and it's been a while since I listened to it, so I couldn't tell you guys much about it, because I haven't listened to it in a while. But yeah, this album, Stronger by Kelly Clarkson. Alright, gonna put them over here on the side. Okay, I finished off with K's. Okay, let's go and move in with the L's now. Okay, the next three are gonna be by the same singer. But up first is Lady Gaga, her debut album, The Fame. And probably my favorite out of her albums. I know that's kind of being critical a little bit, but yeah, this is my favorite out of her albums for sure. Her other albums aren't bad, but yeah, this is easily my favorite though. But yeah, favorites on here though would be Just Dance, Love Game, Paparazzi, Poker Face, AA, Nothing Else I Can Say. The title track, The Fame, was really good. Money Honey is really good. Starstruck with Space Cowboy and Flow Rida is a jam for sure. Paper Gangsta was good. I Like It Rough is really good, and Summer Boy. So yeah, as you guys can tell, I do like just about this whole album. Fantastic album. And it was Lady Gaga and her album, The Fame. Okay. Up next is like an EP or a reissue of her debut album. And it's the only EP I have on CD. But it is The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga. And I know you guys are probably wondering what version of the EP. It's the same EP as the original The Fame Monster. The only difference is the artwork. This is actually an alternate cover, which I actually prefer this artwork over the original. But yeah, the favorites on here would be Bad Romance, Alejandro, Monster, Dance in the Dark. Telephone, pretty good song, but it's overrated for sure. So Happy I Could Die is an amazing song. So yeah, The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga. Great one for sure. Okay, and last for Gaga would be Born This Way, and now this isn't one of my favorites by her by any means, but I still got it in the collection of all of my pop CDs. But yeah, if I had to list off some favorites though, those would be Marry the Night, Born This Way, Judas. Heavy Metal Lover was a fantastic song, pretty good. You and I was great, and The Edge of Glory. And this is actually a bonus track version, because I did end up getting it at Family Dollar a couple years or so ago. And the bonus track though is Born This Way, Jost and Knopf remix. It's N-A-F-F, N-A-A-F, my bad, however you pronounce that. But yeah, Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Not my favorite by her, but still pretty good for what it is. Alright, next stack and the last stack is going to be Maroon 5, Overexposed, and this is basically where they became a full-out pop band, but I don't hate the band. I know a lot of other people do, but I still think this is a good album, and to me, I think this is probably their best out of all of their pop albums, if I'm being quite honest. So yeah, songs I really liked on this album though would be One More Night, Payphone, Daylight, The Man Who Never Lied, Love Somebody was great, Fortune Teller was okay, Sad is a really good song. It's more of a ballad song kind of, but Sad's a great song, so yeah. Overexposed by Maroon 5. Ain't my favorite out of their pop stuff, because that's where they started to go towards the pop era of Maroon 5 or whatever. Still good album though. Okay, up next is the King of Pop and his album Bad. Really great album for sure. I shouldn't have to list all favorites from this album because he's the King of Pop. Regardless that he's passed away over a decade ago or not, he's still the King of Pop. No one's gonna ever replace him for sure when it comes to pop music. So yeah, this album is Bad and it's by the King of Pop. Great album for sure. Amazing classic pop album though. If you're a pop fan, you definitely should have that in your collection because it's a classic for sure. Masterpiece. Alright, up next is Natasha Bedingfield, Pocketful of Sunshine. And I know it's originally called NB, but here in the United States, she re-released it as Pocketful of Sunshine. So yeah, really great album here. But yeah, my favorites on here though would be Pocketful of Sunshine, Love Like This featuring Sean Kingston, Soulmate, Angel, Put Your Arms Around Me was a okay song, just to name a few. But yeah, I need to listen to this album again, but it's a great album though for sure. And it is Pocketful of Sunshine by Natasha Bedingfield. It's got a mixture of pop and R&B songs, but I still wanted to include it within this video because it's basically a pop album, even though it does have some R&B in it. But it's still a great album though for sure. Natasha Bedingfield, Pocketful of Sunshine. Great album. Up next is Nelly Furtado and her album Loose, her 2006 album, and this is basically another album that brings back a lot of childhood memories to me, basically. Especially songs like Promiscuous, Say It Right and Do It. Those are basically my childhood songs. But some other songs though that I really liked from this album would be In God's Hands, All Good Things Come to an End was great. Man Eater is great. So yeah, Loose by Nelly Furtado. Okay, notice this video is getting long, so I need to hurry up, guys. Up next though is more of a pop rock album, but I still wanted to include it in this video. And it is One Republic and their album Dreaming Out Loud. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this band, but I do like some of their songs. Even songs outside of this album are good. But yeah, favorites though on this would be Mercy, Stop and Stare, Apologize, and I even also like the remix version of Apologize with Timbaland. It is included on this album, the remix version with Timbaland, even though it's not on the back of the album, it still is included on this album. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, Dreaming Out Loud by One Republic, and it's their only album that I have on CD. They do have other albums, of course, I just don't have all their stuff. Because like I said, I'm not really a big fan of them, even though I do like some of their other songs outside of Dreaming Out Loud. Okay, the next two are by one of the best singers of all time when it comes to pop music, along with Avril Lavigne and some other female singers out there. And she, of course, is Pink, and this is her album Try This. Pretty good stuff. I don't really remember everything about this album, but if I had to tell you guys some favorites though, those would be Trouble, God Is a DJ, trying to think, guys. I know you guys are thinking, come on, bud, you gotta tell us your favorites. Just Pink's great. Yes, she is great, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard this album in a while, so I needed time to give it another listen, and so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. But yeah, this is Try This by Pink. Pretty good album. Definitely need to give it another listen for sure. Up next is another Pink album, and this is her 2006 album, I'm Not Dead. Really good album. Not sure where it would stand within my ranking of her albums, but it's a classic, 2000s classic. Great album for sure. But if I had to list off some favorites, those would be Stupid Girls, Who Knew, Long Way to Happy was really good. Dear Mr. President is pretty good. The title track, I'm Not Dead, is really good. You in Your Hand, along with Who Knew, just two classics to me. I love listening to those songs. I always have fun every time I listen to Who Knew and You in Your Hand. I know Who Knew tells a great story, but it's a great song though still. And very meaningful song. So yeah, Pink, I'm Not Dead. Great album, and one of her best, for sure. Definitely need to get more Pink albums, because she is one of my favorite singers when it comes to female singers. Okay, now, The next album, many people would probably say it's not a pop album, but to me it is, because many people label this person as a country singer, but to me, he's not country at all. He's pop mixed with R&B, and you guys probably already heard me saying this plenty of times before throughout my YouTube history as an uploader, but it's Montevallo by Sam Hunt. Now, like I said, I don't hate his music. I'm just tired of him being labeled as country music. Just because it has guitars doesn't mean it's country. If you pay close attention, you'll hear beats, R&B beats, pop beats. So how in the hell is that country? But either way, it's a pretty good album. So yeah, favorites would be Take Your Time, Leave the Night On was great, House Party was pretty good, Break Up in a Small Town is great, Make You Miss Me is a fantastic song and definitely one of my favorites on the album. So yeah, Montevallo, Sam Hunt. Alright, just 2 more left, y'all. Up next is Savage Garden and their album Affirmation. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I believe it's their final album because I believe they only released 2 albums, but man, then was these guys great. But yeah, favorites on here, they would be I Knew I Loved You, Crash and Burn. The Animal song was great. The title track is pretty good. Just to name a few, but yeah, Affirmation by Savage Garden. Really great duo here. If you guys haven't heard them, definitely check them out. They were a duo, a part of the 90s era, the late 90s, but they were pretty good. They disbanded in 2001, sadly, but yeah, the songs they gave us, I really like, especially the singles, but I do need to give their albums a full listening experience before I can judge their discography, because I believe they did just put out Affirmation in 1999, and before that they put out their self-titled album in 1997, so yeah, I believe Affirmation is their final album, sadly. But yeah, last for my pop CDs is going to be Taylor Swift 1989, and this is the standard edition. Even though there is a deluxe edition of this album, this is the standard edition of the album. And this is easily my favorite album out of all of Taylor Swift's pop albums, because this is basically when she became a female singer and abandoned her country roots. I do prefer her country stuff any day, but this isn't a bad album. This is a great album, and many people's favorites when they talk about all of her albums, and I can definitely see why, because it's a great album, for sure. Favorites though would be Welcome to New York, Blank Space, Style, Out of the Woods, Bad Blood is great, Wildest Dreams, Shake It Off is good, but it does get quite annoying after a while. All You Had to Do Was Stay was really good. So yeah, the last album that I'm showing you guys, since it is my last pop album for now, is 1989 by Taylor Swift. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for all of my pop CDs. I showed you guys all my pop CDs. Some of them are pop rock. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching, and yeah, take care, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.